Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse and I am here with the Stitched for Christmas collection. These are Christmas crafty fabulousness, only 4 dies, but boy are they fantastic. You have just so much level of play, fun, options, stitching, no stitching, just all sorts of goodness with this collection. Alrighty crafters, I'm just going to go right into it. Let's get started. 4 dies. We have 1 cover plate. This one, my by far favorite right here, this set. Christmas tree and haul out the holly, okay? Let's go item by item. First up, there is this stitched Christmas sweater dies. This one, my by far favorite out of this collection. I love this sweater. This sweater is just like, it's giving me life. You don't even have to stitch the sweater. So if you don't do any stitching at all, you can still work with this set. Oh, she is fabulous. Just that sweater and then all the other bits to put on the sweater. So then you can customize all your ugly sweater. So this is 4 1/4 inch tall by 5 1/4 inch wide. So love. Then you get this little die set right here, which is the perfect accompaniment to this. Layers up, and I'll show you in my examples. I did more than one of this. This is another one that I just went into factory mode with this sweater. Love, love, love. There is also in the center, you can do ho, ho, ho. You can die cut this alone, put it here in the center. You don't have to do the stitching, but it's very easy stitching. So is this. That's a Christmas tree. These pieces, you can turn it into an ornament. So you could do these by itself. And then there is a snowflake. You can do stitching here too. So you have options of doing a card with just these elements on their own together, or put each one in a different sweater to then customize the sweater. Do I have to say 2 thumbs up? I was just loving this. As soon as I saw it, that was enough for me right here with this set. So love. Now, if you want to put this on an A2 card, you're going to have to turn it into a landscape A2 card, not a portrait, because of the width, okay? The width is 5 1/4. So it would go this way then on a card, okay? All right, next, stitched poinsettia and holly. As I said, haul out the holly. This one, so loved too. And again, you can use it stitched or not stitched. And I love with the poinsettia in particular, you can do it the 3 petals, or you could cut 2 and then stagger it like that too if you wish. And I love that you get the solid here. So if you wanted to do solid poinsettias and then have the leaf stitch, options again, solid center, or stitch the center, or go a smaller center. If you want to do smaller berries, you could do 2 of these leaves and then the bigger berries, smaller berries here. Play. This has just so much play. I think the Spellbinders elf came out to play in this set and this set and even the next one. I'm telling you, I was just like giggling and playing the whole entire time. And I have so many cards. In this video, I show you some of them, and I still have a few that I need to finish up for another card share. Love, 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 love. Next, stitched Christmas tree. And I did show you an example with this one. Classic Christmas collection with the embossing folder on the back. That embossing folder too. Vintage ornaments. So love. Hop right in real quick with that one. This is a 3D embossing folder at Spellbinders. Vintage ornaments. 5 1/2 inch wide, 8 1/2 inch tall. Love, love, love. But look how it's like the perfect background for a lot of your Christmas crafting. So here is that beautiful tree. And again, this is one that you can choose to stitch. Don't stitch. The outline die here can be solid. You can just put that on the top and you're done. You don't have to put this drop in with the stitching. If you wanted to not stitch it, because I did have another one here, you could have your tree looking like that. I could choose to not put this drop in. See, it's 2 separate pieces right here. Drop in, die cut edge. Then you would have this tree solid. And then you can layer this piece on the top. All these petal looking layers. And there's that star, which you could do without the stitching. Just cut out the outline or put that drop in to then do the stitching. Same thing with the base of the tree. You can choose just to do a solid base or add that stitching piece. fun to stitch. Great practice for your stitching too on paper. So love. So I love stitched Christmas tree. Again, loads of options for stitching, not stitching. Need a quick card, then you can just choose to not add all the stitching pieces to it. Isn't this fabulous? And then I layered this up twice just to make it sturdy for all the stitching. Spellbinders will always give you, see all those embossed lines? That will give you the detail, because I know you're seeing a lot of holes here. That's one section. You see it? Here's another section right here. You always get a guide in how to do the stitching. And then, of course, you can change it up if you wish. You could just go around all of this and then do something different. Up next is the Stitch Starry Argyle die. This is an A2 die. Let's do a quick measurement just to make sure it's a full A2. Yes, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch tall. So this is a full A2 cover plate. Here I have one panel ready to go. And I used it actually without stitching, but you do have options. I'm going to show an example here. I've seen it done different ways of how to do this. So you can choose to do less stitching or more stitching. It's that customizable. Love, love, love. I love this detail that is embossed in it as well. It really does lend to that snowflake, sparkle, Christmas holiday feel. Just love. And you could also use this, thinking about it, that pattern for like birthday cards too. So you could stretch this one into an all year round winner. Stitch Starry Argyle die. Before I get into my examples, just want to do a little quick sidebar. The exciting news is that the Better Press Christmas collection, I will show you the graphics here, is now available at Spellbinders. Because all Better Press products are moving so quickly, I wanted to hop into this video just to let you know. I will put a direct link below for the collection. It's gonna sell out. It's beautiful, as you can see. Look at all the fun graphics for all your Better Press Christmas card making fun. If you are interested, definitely go take a peek and shop sooner than later, or you're going to have to wait. If something does sell out, ask to be notified. I will look if anybody else has it in stock. They might not have it yet. So I'm just giving you a heads up that Better Press Christmas collection is now out for Christmas in July. Yay! Also, Spellbinders clearance. There's an additional 15% off clearance. I check and see if any goodies that you have been wanting with the additional 15, maybe it'll be much more attractive now and it's time to go into your crafty stash. Alrighty, crafters, moving on. Now let's get into my examples. I'm going to show you 3 of my examples right here because they all feature the sweater. I told you I love the sweater. And you see how by putting the layer, you can keep it monochromatic like I did here with the pinks, and then you can also customize it with changing the colors, red and white. This is Silver Fox. That's Spellbinder's Silver Fox cardstock with red and play. Here I did the Christmas tree and the star. This star is, you know where the star is from? Small die of the month. I changed it instead of using that one. That's the star. That's what I used here. Put a gem here in the center, a red gem from Spellbinders. I learned something by playing with this die set. When you cut the sweater, you get that whole detail. Because of the detail, when you flip it over, see how it gets like kind of crushy in the back? I was just curious. Matches perfectly side to side. So you can layer it like this. So my initial thought was I was making an ornament for my son for the Christmas tree. Then when I put the white cardstock on the back, then I decided, you know what? Why not turn this into something else? When I looked at the white cardstock on the back, I was like, this is a whole new surface. So this is actually a his and her ornament. You know, I was having fun. So in the front, we have the Christmas tree for him with the star. Flip it over, and there is the snowflake stitched up, the little star here, and then the same red gem. So they kind of tie back into each other. So it's his and her ugly sweater ornament. Now to turn it into an ornament, right here, I cut this piece out just to get the height. I'm not even sure. This actually might be the bottom of the tree. I didn't even use it that way. Might be what it is. I just realized that right now. I was figuring, what is this? But I used it actually as space here to then add the ornament. So underneath the color is this piece. And then I attached it in here. And that's how I was able to do the ornament. And this part, the topper, is done twice. So this thing is like super sturdy. And I just pulled out some twine. Isn't this cute? So guys, if you want to make ornaments and customize them, you could do it facing one way, and then on the back though, I wouldn't leave it like this. It doesn't look pretty. Just put this. It layers up perfectly. You don't have to decorate it, and you can just have ornaments for the whole family. Oh my gosh. You, husband, kids, baby, all different colorways in everybody's favorite color. I think this is just such a neat idea. So that's example number 1. His and her ornament. But the first card I made with this die set was this one. I used the Stitch Starry Argyle. There it is in the background in white. I think it's fabulous as a cover plate. Do these dots bother me? Not in the least. Here is Ho Ho Ho. And I wanted to do a pink and mint card. I didn't want to put this in here. I knew I wanted it to be up here, going off the edge. That's purposely done. Layered up again twice. So in the back, see, it's clean, because I just took out this drop in and then just cut another circle. Yay. But I did go at an angle with this. Put this sweater at an angle. This is an oversized card. And then here I use Spellbinders Fog cardstock. I was pulling out all sorts of cardstock, trying to figure what color works, and the fog worked best. And then I wanted something at the bottom in the mint, and I came out with, and you guys haven't seen this one in a while. I love this set too. This is the Stitched Numbers dies. Remember this one? So I just put a 25 for December 25th, did easy stitching, put some opal gems in the center. Then the sentiment. This is from Yana's Glimmer Glam release. Delightful Christmas. Okay, I'll say Delightful Christmas, but I still call it Glimmer Glam. Right here, a Merry Little Christmas Sentiments hot foil plate. Love the season's greetings. Love how it foils and how small it is. And I have this whole card with the sweater and the ho 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 and the 25th. So love, so love. Okay, crafters, I'm laughing because this card features a lot of products, but you can use whatever you have in your stash. I was just playing. Since this Christmas in July release, I have really been staying within the collection. I mean, I did bring this one in, but really and truly, I've just been playing within the collection. So if you get a few items from this collection that speak to you, you can have a lot of fun between now and Christmas creating all sorts of goodies. So here I have Stitch Christmas Sweater. Notice this time, because I'm going more portrait, I cropped it down. It was supposed to be an A2. It's a little bit over an A2. Let me give you the size, what I did. 4 3/4. Because I ended up layering everything and I just couldn't stop layering all the goodness. So I had a red sweater done. I put the white trim on it. And then in the background, I knew I was saving these two together with the red and the blue. This is from Yana's collection, Delightful Christmas, Glimmer Holly Background Hot Foil Plate, which also has a coordinating stencil. If you're going to get this hot foil plate, I highly recommend getting the stencil because these two are just like win-win together. But you don't have to have it. You could just use it as a background like this if you glimmer it. Navy cardstock, opaque white hot foil roll. Love, love, love. Love together. Use this one for a lot of your masculine cards. For crafters who need masculine cards, come into this kind of way. You could then take out this part, just put the sweater, put the sentiment here, like how I did this one with the sentiment on it. You could do it that way. But if you guys are going to an ugly sweater party or you like that theme or you guys wear them, why not make a card that style? But this hot foil plate really does lend itself to masculine cards and everything else. So I have it in the background here. Then I pulled out my tonic peppermint cardstock, and then I have a white card base. Here, that same collection I just showed you, a Merry Little Christmas Sentiments hot foil plate. Happy holidays. Love. Layered up twice and then sentiment on the top. In the center here, you guys have been seeing this one from me a lot. I just love this poinsettia. Remember it here on the Charming Cottage box? That poinsettia? Here it is again. This is from the Classic Christmas Collection, Christmas Bird Poinsettia. So you could do with this die set You could do a bird here in the center. I did the poinsettia. This is with Spellbinders pop-up glitter foam sheets. Before last year, it was black and white packs. Now they have white only. So I will put a link for everything I'm talking about here. And I'll put a link for this because this really works well. And I love it here. It didn't fall apart because in this die, all of this that you see, all that veining are cut lines. Depending on the foam you're using and you die cut this will all start falling apart. Every vein there is a cut line, but it handled it well here. A red and green one. I'll put the name of it here. I guess it's just red and green foam pop-up. So I'll put a link for both if you want to do it this style, which I think is just so much fun. It just adds to the Christmas fun, doesn't it? And then look at the background. And then there again, some more of those opal gems. So I'm loving the opal gems. See? For Christmas. Love, love, love. Just fun. And if you want to do like a card this style, portrait, just trim it down, crop it down. But does it bother you? It's not bothering me at all. So it doesn't always have to be, oh, I have this die, it must be like this. No, there you go. Because you still see that it's a sweater. And you still get the trim and all the goodness. I tell you, I was having fun. And there's more cards to come. Last card. Love this. This was just monochromatic, white on white with a splash of gold. Oh, love this one too. These are more playful. All of these cards, I am using the whole set, but in every one, as you can see, pretty much outside of the Christmas tree, I'm bringing in the sweater. It's my favorite. Can't help it. But this is a more elegant take on it. So I did the sweater, white on white. So there's white trim here, white sweater. In the background, this is also from Yana's Delightful Christmas Collection, Holly and Foliage 3D embossing folder. Love. These 3D embossing folders, you would use a universal plate system. So this is like the big brother to the hot foil plate. So the scaling is just a little bit larger. You see it? Same thing, just larger. Love. Love the hot foil. Love this. Like if Spellbinders did not send it to me, oh, I would have bought it anyway. It's that good. This is just fantastic. Look at it here with white cardstock. Just so pretty and elegant. Even though I have the sweater, which is fun and playful, I still think this is an elegant card to me. On top of the sweater, I have stitched poinsettia and holly dies, the holly leaves and the poinsettia. I have the DMC stitched metallic thread. In the centers, that's Spellbinders green gem. You know, I just love my green gem. And then here, that's now coming into my other favorite sentiment set for Christmas. Christmas die and glimmer sentiment. Here, I cut the same white pop-up foam. This one at Spellbinders. Look how it works here with this sentiment. Very delicate. I just stuck it on with some Barely Art glue and it's fine. I glimmered this with red cardstock. And then on the top here, that's opaque white hot foil roll. To ground this sweater, because I had the white on white, and then I have these touches of gold, I came in with Spellbinders brushed gold cardstock here, cut out with, and I think this die works very well with the sweater in terms of the height and the width, and you can still see it. The Essential 4-Petal Labels die. Loving it. Cut 2 of them, and it looks like it's the second and the third because I can see my yellow tape right there. Made that frame. This, I put 1/8 of an inch foam tape, popped it off of this base, which is a 5x7 card base. You can do foam twice or higher foam. I have different levels of foam. That's just me. I love to create this whole dimensional thing. So this is popped off of the bottom of the card here, but it is higher than this. And then these are popped off too. So this is a lot of levels of height. I bet you a recipient would love to get a card like this. Love, love, love. Very elegant. And these were not hard to stitch. Made a little harder when you do metallic thread, but still not bad. So pretty and so worth it. Alrighty, crafters. I can go on and on about this sweater. But I think you get the gist of how much I loved it. I have extras here. This one, I was going to do blue. That's an option to make it more masculine. Here, I just wanted to show you what the trim is. So the trim goes on like super easy. So customizable. See how it looks different? And are you excited that you can make an ornament? Isn't that lovely? Just have fun. Thanks so much for watching. If you were curious about this Stitched for Christmas collection, you were like, I don't stitch on cards. You can still play and have a ball, especially with a sweater. This one is like my by far favorite, but I am not mad at everything else because they all work together well too. The whole collection, even that cover plate. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Don't forget, Kit Club cuts off on the 27th. After that, you'll be waiting for it to come into past Kit Club, where you're going to spend even more than before. Alrighty, crafters, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.